Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Zak McKracken. I'm the Mysterious JG. Got sound back. Got real slowdown in the music for some reason. Didn't notice the slowdown being this bad before. What if I'm running something I shouldn't be running? Anyway. Yes, this is my efforts to make the music audible. Of course, the sound has been somewhat audible in this game anyway. Go ahead, discover Ma Longface on Mars. As Grimgrams pointed out, and his comment surprised me by popping up again and going, "Oh, Riri," when I was saying, "Oh, you might not be able to hear this, but you could hear it." Because the sound picked up better than I thought it would in the first couple of Zak videos. I was pretty happy. But as I said, you might not be able to hear it. It turns out you could hear it. That was still not my favorite O'Reary, though. My favorite O'Reary from Grimmeth being the time that I was playing... God, what was I playing? I was playing... Well, let's keep going while I try to think. I was playing Trapped, and Grimmeth surprisingly popped up and watched the first few videos before, as usual, giving up and moving on to something else. He's a very busy man, I'm sure. And I'd said something like, I came across somebody who mentioned elves. Somehow elves came to mind, and I was like, wow, he'd really hate these guys. Of course, he's not actually watching this. And he popped up and said, "Oh, really?" And I was like, oh, it's pretty awesome. But anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, sound recorded better than I thought it would in those last few videos. So that's a nice little bonus. But now we are getting back to the story. Zak has flown to Mount Rainier. This is Jimmy. Got your refugees packed in nice and tight. Kerrigan! Sorry, that's Jim Rainier. No, he's flown to Mount Rainier, or however the hell you pronounce it. He's actually flown to Seattle. And as you know, anyone who's ever been to Seattle, as you know, when you leave Seattle Airport, you walk out the single exit door that it has, you appear right next to a mountain. And there's a big-ass tree. Not much to Seattle. There's Mount Rainier. See? Look at Mount Rainier. Isn't it beautiful? Let's pick up Mount Rainier. Come on, get real. Thank you, Zak, for making us laugh about love again. We can, however, pick up a tree branch, and we get Zak smiling as says, even with the highest-end graphics card available for this game, he still disappears into Mount Rainier. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong. I kind of, for nostalgia purposes, wish I could play this on like a VGA instead of SVGA, so that I could see the even lower graphics quality that I remember from when I was a kid. But yeah, indeed, like he disappeared into the back. Like there were so few colors to work with, characters constantly disappeared into the background. It's just how it worked. There's loose dirt. There's the two-headed squirrel. There's that two-headed squirrel. He's making a really irritating noise. Let me think, what would be a good headline? Two-headed squirrel blows JG's speakers. How about two-headed squirrel attacks tabloid reporter? Maybe two-headed squirrel devours Seattle and Tacoma. Vicious tabloid reporter turns two-headed squirrel into monster. Wait, what? Is he supposed to be confused, or is he talking about the power of the media? I hate my job. The power of the media to turn an innocent two-headed squirrel into a monster in the eyes and minds of the viewers, or readers, I should say. Good thing nobody reads anymore. Alright. Speaking of which, I've been reading on my Kindle, because I thought it would be easier to get books over here than it's turned out to be. I downloaded the complete works of Mark Twain before I left, not intending to read a ton of Mark Twain. I just thought I'd revisit Huckleberry Finn. But now I've been rather forced to read more Mark Twain, and not that it's a horrible thing to be forced to read Mark Twain. He's a hell of an author, but I've been reading the Personal Recollections of Joan of Arc, with the LPing impact of that being that it kind of made me think about doing World Heroes 2, in which there's a character who is in an incredibly vague way based on Joan of Arc. I took them. It took them and left. I gave it peanuts. Did you follow that, folks? I'm sorry, I was talking about stupid shit. Like, literary classic from Mark Twain, when I should have been talking about giving peanuts to a two-headed squirrel. Okay, so we got rid of the squirrel. That is a puzzle. You cannot do what you need to do next. The squirrel is there, like, constantly biting at you. We need to dig up the... Yeah, let's use the guitar. I guess I was going to try to use it on something. Well, let's just use the guitar. I don't know how. I mean, surely you could try. Let's use the tree branch. We have to dig away at this loose dirt. And apparently we can use whatever the hell we want to do that. I mean, I thought you could do it with a guitar. You could probably do it with a golf club or whatever, but we're going to use the tree branch. After digging for a long time, really long time, he's got a freaking cave. Sheesh, that was a lot of work. What is cave entrance? I wish there was an item in the game called Kiss, so you could go, what is Kiss? Here we are now in a dark room. Kiss is, of course, a band. And I am now reminded that, sadly, although I went through the temple of Duran Duran during Lennis 2, I never bothered to look up any Duran Duran songs to do, although I did find out eventually that, when I was going around stupidly singing, if you think I'm sexy and you want my body, why don't you just let me know? Abandoned Bird Nest, eh? Let's pick that up. That's actually Rod Stewart's song, which I should have known. I think I might have hinted that that was one of the possibilities floating around in my mind. I'm not crazy about Rod Stewart. Although I will admit that it's been a long road getting from there to here. It's been a long road, but my time is finally here. I can something I can touch the sky. I'm not gonna something no more, and I'm not gonna change my mind, 'cause I got faith of the heart. No one's gonna bend or break me. I got faith to believe I can do anything. I got faith of the heart. Something, oh yeah, I can reach the stars. 'Cause sorry, I'm doing the Enterprise version of it now instead of the actual faith of the heart. Wow, yeah. And if that didn't make you picture footage of the Apollo missions segueing into footage of the guy for Quantum Leap flying the Enterprise around, I don't know what else I could have done. Anyway, that was really stupid, and I'm sorry. Let's walk to the lighter. No, let's use the lighter. As you can see, I put a bird's nest. I was following the cues. The game told me exactly what it wanted. Something to burn, and then it wanted some wood. So I followed their own cues, and boom, we got a fire going. And now we're in a cave. And let's pick up, what is that, a squirrel nest? Two-headed squirrel is guarding it. I don't think I have anything else to give the two-headed squirrel, so let's leave him alone. Might have to come back later. I have a feeling if we have to do anything with the two-headed squirrel and get its nest, we probably already have whatever we need. But, I'm not sure. Maybe I could use the breadcrumbs on the two-headed squirrel? Give him the cash card? No. There are strange markings. They appear to be yellow. This is one. I hope I'm not moving too fast for you, but I do remember this one did not give me a ton of problems when I was a kid. Got a bit yellow markings on the wall. Try using the crayon on them. Connect the dots. La 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 la. Connect the dots. La 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 la. The show was very popular at the time this game came out. And boom. Well, popular with kids. A door has opened of some kind. What is Ankh door? And we come into wherever this is. Oh, there's a platform. Let's walk to the platform. Nothing much happens when you walk to the platform. There's a pedestal, there's a sensor, and a blue crystal. Let's pick up the blue crystal. This seems like something that our friend who likes ancient artifacts might be interested in. It's locked in the pedestal. Open the pedestal. It doesn't seem to open. What about this sensor? Okay, boys and girls, can you think of what we would do to use the sensor? To get it to do something? We use the remote control because it looks exactly like the one on our TV. I think that's awesome. I love I guess I chose the right channel. I love the fact that your TV remote opens the ancient alien technology and allows you to pick up the blue crystal. It looks like an artifact. Now the room has gone dark. Alright, well, let's get back out of here. Now, I seem to remember it's possible to get, I thought you attracted the attention of the aliens when you did that. But, maybe I goofed something up when I thought that. Maybe that happens later. Anyway, because I was going to hang around for a minute and let you see what happens when the aliens come to capture you. And then load state and evade them, because it just wastes a lot of time to have to escape from the prison. What happens if you get caught by them now at this point, as I've already sort of shown you, is they put you in the cage, you get stupid, and then you have to go get your stuff back by using the fact that your apartment is located directly above enemy alien headquarters. Oh, hold on. What happens if we use the yellow crystal, or the blue crystal? The two-headed squirrel is guarding the... Well, let's use the blue crystal on the two-headed squirrel, why not? Whoa! Ow! Ooh, I feel dizzy. Let me turn the sound down before my neighbors start complaining. And you just fall the fuck over. Okay. Yeah, now I'm sort of vaguely remembering that something happened with the crystal. But now the game seems to have frozen. Oh, never mind. What happened? At that very instant in the secret room. Okay, now this is what triggers them to show up and fucking get you. Ah, that's right. It's happened! It's happened! They've renewed mad about you! What happened? A part of the device has been discovered and tested! Great sound effects, huh? We must recover the artifact at once! At once! Yes, at once! The way I just said at once reminds me of Mestor the Giant Slug. Your disguise! My disguise? Oh, I almost forgot. Now, if you're really not paying attention, my hat, my nose glasses. Now you know that they are the aliens. How do I look? Ugly. Ugly, just like a human. Ha 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 ha, they are evil. Good. See ya. And off he goes. It's like, oh shit, get out of here, they're coming for me. Yikes, run away. I don't know if he will follow you out of the screen or not. Where'd he go? Oh, apparently he will not follow you. Okay, had he captured me, he would have taken away the crystal, and yeah. Do I have a return flight, I wonder? I need a ticket first. Apparently I do not have a return flight. Might as well end the video here, folks, because now I need to dig out the copyright protection stuff. Although, you know what I might do? Let me do this before I end the video. Let me show you what happens. And one of my viewers already knows, because he referenced it in a comment on the first video in the LP. Let me show you what happens if you do not have the proper copyright stuff. It's the way games used to roll back in the day. So we're going to go a little over 15 minutes here. And we're going to buy us a ticket to, it doesn't really matter where. Miami's fine. Oh wait, I can't do it yet. Never mind. Okay, never mind. It's got to be an international flight. You can't win the game without making international flights, but forget it. When we come back, folks, we're going to go back to San Francisco. We're going to drop the blue crystal in the artifact slot and see what our little lady on the television has to say about that. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.